Hello, my YouTube friends. Thanks for joining in tonight. If you haven't hit that subscribe button and slam that bell, please do now because we got a lot of great things going on. And one is the Shure SM7B microphone giveaway. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button, slam that bell, type down there as to why you love the Shure microphone, and you're in. So tonight, man, we got a lot of great things going on, and I wanted to talk about the wizard behind the curtain. I say that because who is the real rock stars out there? Is it all the performers or all the hats that's behind the performers? And a lot of people I know as a kid going to all these concerts from everybody from Rush to Journey to all these different concerts. We as the people just see what's in front of us and they're the stars, man. But really and truly, it's the people behind the scenes too, as well, that make it all come together. And I think of people like George Martin, Quincy Jones. I think of all the engineers out there that are behind the mixing boards, making everybody sound good during those live concerts, man. And I've been to a lot of concerts and heard a lot of good sound engineers out there making them sound really, really good. And then I've been to some other concerts that was just mediocre stuff, not so professional, but people just touring around trying to make it and sound not so good at all. So, those people that work really, really, really hard to, come out with an album and then to push their album. Um, there's just so many people behind the scenes that don't get the recognition that are the real stars to me. Um, Not to say that those musicians aren't great in their own right, but I think of the producers and all the people behind the music that's really, really good. Here, I want to read you guys something I found earlier. And I thought, man, I really need to share this with everyone tonight because I'm going to be talking about this. And for instance, I looked up Martin. It says that he was an English record producer, arranger, composer, conductor, audio engineer, and musician. So he was all of that. It says Sir George Henry Martin was an English record producer, arranger, composer, conductor, audio engineer, and musician. He was referred to as the fifth Beatle in reference to his let me reiterate, extensive involvement on each of the Beatles' original albums. Paul McCartney said upon Martin's death, if anyone earned the title of the fifth Beatle, it was George. Martin's career spanned more than 6 decades of work in music, film, television, and live performance. That's just insanely what a career that man had. And to know that he was so involved with the Beatles to make their sound the way he did. I even read some stuff once before where he actually laid down some tracks, put down some of his own tracks in some of their music. So, you got to give credit where it's due sometimes. And these people like him, and for instance, Quincy Jones, it says American record producer, multi instrumentalist, songwriter, composer, arranger, and film television producer. Wow. And then it says Quincy Delight Jones Jr. is an American record producer, multi instrumentalist, songwriter, composer, arranger, and film and television producer. His career spans over 60 years in the entertainment industry with a record 80 Grammy Award nominees. 80, y'all. 80. And then it says 28 Grammys and a Grammy Legend Award in 1992. Jones came to prominence in the 1950s as a jazz arranger and conductor before moving on to work in pop music and film scores like Michael Jackson. Um, these guys like that right there really, really make you wonder, who wears the biggest hat? You and I just see the performers, and that's who we see as the superstars. We see people. I remember going and seeing Van Halen and seeing David Lee Roth jump all over the stage, and Eddie Van Halen just do all this stuff. And they're great musicians in their own right. Don't get me wrong; they're really really good musicians, and they worked real hard to at their art to be where they're at. But we forget about the people behind the scenes, man. We forget about the engineer up there running sound and making delays come in where they need to be and making sure there's no feedback, and we forget about the vocal coaches that are in the studio, and we forget about all these people like that who are managers and just everybody who plays a large part in these people being successful at what they do. And I just wanted to throw that out there tonight because there's so many people that are involved in the music industry to make sure that their album sounds the best that it can be, that it's mixed the best that it can be in the integrity of the musicians themselves. And everybody from even the mastering engineer, there's so many mastering engineers. Yeah, they get their name on the album, on the mastering, on who did the mastering, but um they play a large role in making it all sound good too, man. So don't forget about these people out there, and don't think that when you see someone jumping around on the stage, or someone like, I think of someone like Justin Bieber. Here you have a kid out there who probably all the songs, I won't say all, but many songs are written for him, and they pick and choose what songs they want to sing, and their producer and whatnot, and their arranger, they arrange all this stuff, and they just get up there and they're the performers. And so don't forget about all the people behind the scenes that make these people look successful and be successful, because they do play a large role in all of that. And I just want to I want to tip my hat to all the people behind the scenes, because they're the ones that really are the masterminds of making it all come together and making it all happen for these people that you and I get to enjoy their music. And so, without the mastering engineer, without the managers and all the people behind the scenes, we wouldn't be able to enjoy the music like we do. And so, I just wanted to come on tonight and share that with you guys, because a lot of people just really don't understand how much work goes into our favorite band sounding as good as they do. Hey, Bull Tide, how are you doing tonight, man? How was your day? Anyway, I had a great day, Bull Tide. I did what I had to do today and ran a bunch of errands out there, and got some things I needed to do, and did my final shopping gig thing for Christmas. So I got all my stuff ready to go, and I hope you guys do too out there. But tonight we're talking about who the wizard is behind the curtain, and I was just kind of letting everybody know, Bull Tie, that a lot of these people that we watch, our favorite bands or whatnot, there's so many people behind the scenes that actually play a large role into making all those people sound great. Killed it today, bro. Sold an 1863 20 double eagle for $4,200. Wow, good for you, Bull Tie. That's awesome, man. That's really good, man. I know people are investing in different things right now, man. They're kind of scared about what's going to happen, and they don't know what to do, and so they're pulling their money here and there, and they're making different investments. Civil War gold, yeah, man. So for those of you out there who don't know, I am a big gold and silver lover as well as a microphone lover, and anything to do with recording and engineering and all that other good stuff. My other side little hobby that I really enjoy is gold and silver. Just I like something tangible in my hands. I love holding beautiful microphones like this AEA ribbon microphone here. It weighs a ton, and you could probably work out with it if you did enough reps. And I'm a big microphone lover, and I love gold and silver too. So I'd rather hold gold and silver in my hand than cash dollars. But yeah, I don't want to get too far off the subject tonight, but yeah, man, there's a lot of people out there that just don't see the greatness in the people behind the scenes. I was talking about Quincy Jones and George Morton earlier for those of you that's just coming in, and how they played a big role in people's music, the Beatles' music, and Michael Jackson's music, and how these people shouldn't ever be forgotten, because without them as the producers, their music, I wonder where their music would have went. I wonder if it have went as far as it did without the other people behind the scenes, all the engineers, all the vocal coaches, all the directors, all the people that worked just as hard as the musician getting where they got. Um, it seems like I did another video at one other time. You have 20 or 30 people that might be involved uh, in a certain area, and they're great at what they do, and they're professionals at what they do, and all these people surround this particular band or whatever, and make sure that they get to where they need to be in the music industry, and make sure every element is covered so that that band will succeed, so that everybody can get a little piece of the pie, you know? And all of us guys out there that go watch these concerts, I just remember being a kid, and all we see is what's in front of us. We don't really see everything that goes behind the scenes, man, because there's a lot of work, a lot of sweat and tears, a lot of people out there that work really, 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 really hard behind the scenes to make these people that we see as famous get to where they're at in their career. And it's all the people behind the scenes that make sure and push and push and push in every direction, whether it's physically, mentally, um, in every kind of direction there is, so that their music can sound the best at all times whenever they're touring. And so I think of my friend Dennis. I think of people like that who are out there who you know, leave their family and go places to help these other musicians sound the best they can be on the road, and tour with them, and sacrifice a lot of their time and their energy, and sacrifice in a lot of areas to make these musicians sound like gold, you know, and everybody plays a large part in that. And I just wanted to bring that out tonight to everybody's attention, that it's not just the musician that we hear out there that they're just great. They are good, and they deserve respect in that area. But however, without the engineers and producers and vocal coaches and managers and all these other people, uh, they wouldn't be where they're at. And so let's tip our hat tonight to these guys, man, and do a little research and see who's behind your favorite artist. You might want to see who the producer is behind your favorite artist tonight, whether it's Nickelback, or who was it with Nirvana, or who was it with Journey, or who was it, who was the engineers behind their albums. Do a little research. I know if you love music and you love anything to do with audio recording like me, you're gonna take the time, man, and look and see who made these. Help them pave the way for them to be where they are and where they went in their music career. What you saying, Bull Tide? We all love your advice and input on music. This this channel. Thank you, Bull Tide. I appreciate that, man. I try to do a little research before I get on, and it's all freehand stuff, man. And I really don't go by a script or anything. So sometimes I can get off topic, but I appreciate it. I try to put something out there good on every one of my videos for someone to get something out of it and to think beyond the box that we all can get in sometimes. Man, I know I can get in my little box and that's all I see. And sometimes I like stepping out of my comfort zone and and just looking at it from a different angle, you know. And I try to do that in my life as well, not just what I think I know, but in all aspects of my life, I try to step out of my little world, so to speak, and try to look at it from a different angle and someone else's perspective, you know? And by doing so, it helps me continue to grow as an individual, as also as an engineer, a recording artist, and musician. And I try to always try to give a little bit that back to you guys to in some kind of way that perhaps you can take just a smidget of that and use it in your life, and perhaps it can help you as well. And so, yeah, man, I was hoping Dennis could get on here tonight. He is someone that I just recently met, and he is an audio engineer, musician slash many other things, and great guy. Uh, and I think of him going out there with all these big bands and whatnot, and having to do his best behind that board to make them sound uh, the best they can be. And so, there's a lot of pressure on a lot of people, and a lot of times it's spontaneous, and you have to work fast in the moment of if something arises when you're behind the board, behind the mixing board, whether it's feedback or whatever, you have to locate anything that's a problem. Uh, in a hurry at that, and you have to fix those problems because you do not want the musicians on the stage to sound bad at any given time. Seems like I went to a concert in Houston. I want to say I was 19 years old or sometime around there, and it was the Texas Jam. It was called the Texas Jam, and they had many bands that would show up out there. And it seems like I went out there, and there was Van Halen playing that day. There was Dokken playing that day. There were several different bands. I want to say there was oh, it wasn't who was it? It was there was just a bunch of different bands that come on throughout the day and through in the night. And Metallica was out there, and all these different bands. And I want to say when Dokken got up there to play, man, they got up there and there were some things that the singer didn't like about the sound. And I don't really remember any feedback, but it just, you could tell he was agitated with something, and ended up kicking a few things over, and they ended up walking off the stage. They didn't even perform. So something wasn't right, and they didn't even perform that day. And it just goes to show you that everybody plays a large role into making it happen for those musicians, so that they sound good as they can sound, and so that they're happy, and so that they can hear what's going on, and they're happy with their sound. And so, because I know as a musician, if you have a hard time hearing yourself or someone else in the band, that's a key element that that's the driving force uh, of the whatever you need to hear in your monitoring system. If you can't hear things the way you want to hear it, it is not good. You will not perform good. You will not sing good. So hearing what you need to hear is imperative in the mix on stage, and those things should be worked out way beforehand. And I think maybe with that Texas Jam, Maybe they were using other people's equipment. I really don't know. I mean, how far extensive that went, but they weren't happy with their sound, needless to say, and they ended up storming off the stage. So, there's a lot of things that come into play when it comes to live sound, and it comes to our favorite bands making it as far as they make it and sounding as good as they do. Just remember, they're not the only ones that play a large role into making their sound the way they sound. And so it's really important that everyone plays a part in that band's career to help them sound as good as they do, or otherwise they just they wouldn't be where they're at. And so, like I say, I tip my hat to all the people, producers and engineers and vocal coaches and managers and all the people behind the scene that make these people sound as great as they do. So, what you got? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you, Bull Tide. Thank you for joining in tonight. Thank you guys for joining in tonight. For those of you that sit in tonight and wanted to hear a little bit what's going on. But I did want to say, if you haven't hit that subscribe button and you haven't slammed that bell yet, man, you need to do so because we're giving away another Shure SM7B microphone, and you don't want to miss out. And the way you have to do that, man, is you have to type in there as to why you like Shure microphones, and that will enter you in the contest. Pokemon, I've been working on a new song on the Shure SM57. Thank you so much. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, these microphones, these are some really, really nice microphones we're giving away. Probably going to give them away till in March. So even if you don't win this time around, you still have a few more other chances to win this beautiful microphone. It's around a $400 microphone, and it's used all over the world in broadcast and in the recording studios as far as getting up there and singing right into the microphone. The proximity effect on this mic is just superior. I love this microphone because you can get up and eat it, and it just really, really sounds good. But you don't want to miss out on winning this microphone. Hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and type down there as to why you love Shure microphones. It's as easy as that, man. You want to join along the ride? We got a lot of cool things going on, and you don't want to miss out. Each and every night, I'm coming on. I'm doing a different topic on just different things that's happening, and you'll learn something in the audio world each and every night, even if it's just a little tad bit. You can take it and run with it if you please, or share it with someone else. What's up, Poker Man? You can eat it. Yeah, you can eat this mic, man. You can eat the. I think I have it at a flat frequency response here, you guys. But you can get up in it and eat this thing all day long without any problems. It is made to get up there and eat this mic. So this is one that you can eat. And I tell you what, a lot of people are using this in the rock and roll scene in the studio. They'll take this Shure SM7B. They'll sit right behind the mixing board with the engineer in the tracking room and track with this thing because you can get right up in it and just listen to the main monitors and sing right in this sucker, man. Lay those tracks down, man, and sound really, really good. You probably won't need to come back and do anything with condenser microphone because it just sounds really good and this mic pops and puts you right there in the mix. It just has a really, really nice sound to it. You don't want to miss out on this giveaway here. So slam that subscribe button, man. Slam on that bell and type down there as to why you like this mic and get entered in the contest. But thank you guys, all you guys, for joining in tonight, man. Join me tomorrow night, same time, around 7 o'clock. Come on in. I got some great stuff coming on tomorrow night. You don't want to miss out, and we will see you again.